Hello and welcome to PackupStudio.com. My name is Arup and today I'll be showing you how to use float limit controller, and I have got two examples for you just in case if you don't understand what float limit control does. The first thing is we have a treasure box out here, so let's see what happens. I'm trying to open it. You see it? So I'm trying to rotate it, but it stops exactly where it closes and then till here. This is one example. So and the other example is here. This is a controller that I have made, and I guess you have seen this kind of controllers when you download a rig from the internet, and you see this fancy rectangle and a circle inside, and you try to move it. Now the best part here is that this circle snaps exactly at the end of the rectangle. Sorry, it's not a rectangle, it's a square, because both the length and the width, the height and the width are equal, so that makes it square. The best part is that you try to move it, it doesn't go beyond the square, it snaps and stops. So this is a controller, and you can always use this controller, wire it with some other transformation of other objects, and you can control it. So these are two examples, and both of them were made using float limit controller. So let's see how it works. Okay, the first thing, let's start with the box, with the treasure box. This is not a modeling tutorial, but I'll be really quick in creating this box. Here, just right click and convert it into an editable poly, and increase the height. So we have this base. What I'll do is, as I have already converted into an editable poly, I can scroll down and select the polygon tool, the polygon, and right click and inset. This will give me an extra edge, so that I can create a cavity out here. So next is I will extrude this down, Alt W to toggle to different viewports, hit W to get the gizmo. Next, this is done. I'll take a copy of this. Okay, by the way, if you don't know how to create a copy, just press shift and drag. That's it, simple. Now I have to rotate this. I'll go and select rotate tool, and okay, so here, thing you have to understand, I want the upper lid to rotate exactly at a certain interval of degrees. So for that, what I have to do is I'll turn on this angle snap, and that becomes really easy for me. See, it snaps. Press W again. Let me press G so that it's more visible. I'll go and select the vertices of this object, and I'm done. So my box is almost ready. Now if I have to rotate this, you see, this is because of the pivot point. So for that, I have to adjust the pivot point, because I need the pivot here so that it rotates exactly as if it is about to open. So for that, what I have to do is, let's go to hierarchy, and affect pivot only, and then let's bring this down here. It's somewhere here. It's not a rocket science, you just have to see it, that it works well. See now, so we come to the perspective view. Now I'll try to rotate this. Now this is what happens usually if you don't use float image control. So next is I'll try to apply float limit control, but before that you have to actually see in which rotation I need this lid to open. So let's rotate this, and if you are careful, if you see here the x-axis, right, I have to put the limit control in the x-axis so that the lid opens properly. So to do that, select the upper part of the box, and now let's go to motion. Now this is the most important thing that you have to remember. Once you get into motion, I won't be doing anything with the position because I don't want the position to be affected. It's just the rotation, and even if you open the rotation tab, you'll find X rotation, Y rotation, and Z rotation. Here, if you have seen, the X rotation is being affected, so I need to limit that. Only the X rotation, and the rest is fine. You don't have to do anything. So select the X rotation, and as soon as you select this, you see a small icon here called assign controller that gets highlighted, right? So click here, assign float controller. From here, what you have to do is search for float limit. Once you get this, hit OK, and we are almost done. Next is you'd find float limit controller. The only thing that you have to remember is the upper limit and the lower limit. Let's change it into 180. Fine. And now let's see, let's try to open this. It's minus it's 70, so let's do it 70. Once that's done, let's check this. See, it opens till 70 and the float limit is being applied, and you are all good to go. So this is how the float limit works. Here you don't have to do anything with Y rotation or Z rotation, not that you have to do anything with the position. This is how float limit works. This is the first example. Next is about creating the controller. So first thing first, I'll make a rectangle. What I have to do is this is the trickiest part. So I'll make it a perfect square wherein I'll put the value of 100 in length and 100 in width. Okay, we are done. Next, just scroll the middle mouse button so that you can zoom in. Let's place this square into the point of origin. You can do it by two ways. One is just by right click here. This is one way, and there is another way. I'll create a circle, and the other way is you can do it by here, or you can just right click and select move, right click, right click, right click, right click. Both of them are in the point of origin. Next, what I'll do is I'll select the square and I'll try to give it a thickness. I can do it by enabling it into the render and enabling the viewport, so I can increase the thickness if I want. I don't want it to be round kind of, so I decrease this. The sides, the same thing, I do it here. Again, I can bring thickness up, sides 0. Now let's isolate this, select both of them, Alt Q. Next is let's first link this. Okay, sorry, I'll select this. I'll check the thickness a bit bigger. So what I will do is first link this. So select and link. For linking, one thing and the very most important thing that you have to remember, the first object that you select would be the child, and after that the other object that you'd be selecting would be the parent. So first and then the second. So now this circle is the child of this rectangle. So if I move the rectangle, the child also moves, but if I move the child, it does not affect the parent. Now if you see, I'm trying to move the circle, but it moves away from this area of the square. So next what I'll do is I'll limit this. Now the trickiest part, which I was saying, was that I have taken this square 100 by 100. That means the center, if you move from here, this would be the negative side. So from here, if you move 1 2 3 4 5, that means this is negative 50. 1 2 3 4 5, this is positive 50. Negative and positive both make 100, so this is 100. The same way, the same thing goes for the this is the horizontal, this is the vertical, the same thing. So next, I'll select this the circle, and I'll go to motion. Now here, this time the last the box example that we saw, we applied float control just to the rotation. Here we are not working with rotation, so we'll just be looking at the position, and position also just the x-axis and the y-axis. We don't have to put a limit control on z-axis, because that is not what we are looking for. So select the x-axis, x position, and hit this assign controller, float limit. Okay, here. Now the upper limit would be 50. As I said, it should not go beyond 50. The lower limit would be minus 50. Okay. Next, you see this red, it has turned red. That means if you open this, you can see limit control has been added. Next, Y, again sign controller, float limit. Okay, again positive 50 and negative 50. Close it. Now let's see. Now let's try to see. Done. So it is limited. The movement is just limited to the size of this square. Now next thing, one more thing that I would like to show to you is that you want to lock this so that it doesn't move in the Z direction, the controller. So you can do that by selecting both the square and the circle, and go to hierarchy. From here, go to link info, and now I don't want it to move in the z-axis. I neither want the rotation or the scale to affect this controller. So let's try. I have locked everything. If you select, see, all these are locked now. Now if I try to rotate this, I can see the gizmo, but it doesn't work. Neither with this rectangle. And now if I want to move it in Z space, sorry, it won't move because it's locked. And the next thing was I had written a text here. It's very simple. You go to create menu, go to spline, and then just type the text. Here LIMI delimit C. That's it. You can decrease the size if you think it's pretty big, and then you can place it here, and then it looks a bit clumsy. So what I have to do is open the rendering settings and decrease the size, thickness, and then that's it. So next is I'll be linking this with this soy square. Yes, this square becomes the parent. Anywhere I move this, it goes along with this. So limit control is a very powerful tool if you know how to use it. I hope you have learned something new, and if you like it, give a thumbs up, comment, do subscribe. Thank you very much. God bless.